My name is Chris Marcinek, and today I'm going to be reviewing 4 different trail running shoes that I've ran in over the past 3 years. In trail running, the shoes can be widely variable. Some are minimal, giving more response to the foot, and others have more cushioning, which in theory offers more protection to the foot. I'm going to go over the pros and cons of each shoe, and I hope this helps you decide what trail running shoes would be best for you. Let's start with the Salomon Sense Pro 2. I previously had a pair of Salomon Sense Mantras which were similar, but I feel like every complaint that I had with those shoes, Salomon fixed and just really nailed with the Sense Pro 2s. The biggest complaint I had from the Sense Mantras is they didn't breathe very well and they didn't have much of a rock plate for foot protection. With the Salomon Sense 2s, there is a stiffer rock plate and the uppers are much more breathable. There is plenty of grip on the soles for traction through mud, sand, or snow. Not a ton of stack height, so it feels like a responsive, close to the ground feel. One thing I like about these shoes that I haven't seen other companies do is this neat lacing system. So you can cinch down on this little device here, and then everything gets tucked into this little pocket here. And this helps keep everything secure, and it makes sure the laces don't get caught up on any bushes or debris on the trail. So overall, it's a lightweight, comfortable shoe that I would consider racing in. I've put about 250 miles on this pair, and really my only complaint is I'm a little disappointed that the upper is already starting to show some wear. From my experience, this is unusual for Salomon, as I have found most of the construction of their shoes to be pretty bomb-proof. I actually won this pair from a race that I ran, but I would consider owning another pair of these in the future. Next up, we have the Sportiva Bushidos. These might be my favorite pair of trail running shoes for mountain running. Last year, I ran San Juan Solstice 50, Ouray 50, and the Bear 100 in these shoes. I've really put these shoes through the ringer, and I keep coming back to them. They have a nice, wide 4-foot area right here that fits my foot really well. I've never developed any blisters or hot spots from running in them. The uppers are really over-engineered. No sign of wear after over 300 miles on this pair. They have a low stack height and a hefty rock plate that really inspires a lot of confidence on technical downhill terrain. Really grippy soles here. They are a bit worn, but a fresh pair really performs well in pretty much any terrain. The only downside some people have with this shoe is they are somewhat heavier when compared to other shoes, but that's kind of the price you have to pay for such a bomber shoe. And in my opinion, the weight trade-off is totally worth it. These are the La Sportiva Mutants. I have about 360 miles on this pair, so the sole is pretty worn, but when they were fresh, the lugs really gave superior grip on the trail. I could really charge any terrain with total confidence. I did a lot of peak bagging and mountain running with these shoes. Despite the high miles, you can see the uppers show very little wear. The tongue design has this cool overlapping flap that does a really good job at keeping any debris from getting inside the shoe. A bit more of stack height with this shoe, but not enough to where it ever made me feel unstable. It has a really great rock plate. These were usually my go-to shoes when running high alpine terrain or running up 14ers. The only drawback I could see is they are a bit stiff, and I'm not sure how my feet would feel in them after racing 50 or 100 miles. I honestly haven't put them to that sort of test, so I can't say for sure. Here is the Hoka 1-1 Challenger ATRs. Obviously, a pretty tall stack height with plenty of cushioning that is kind of distinctive to all Hoka 1-1 shoes. They grip really well when the terrain is dry, but if you encounter any mud or snow, this whole area where they forgot to add any rubber really does not grip well and will leave you slipping and sliding around on the trail. Pretty wide midfoot area that fit my foot well. The uppers are starting to show a little wear, but this pair has about 320 miles on them, so that's kind of to be expected. Surprisingly lightweight considering just how much shoe is here because of the taller stack height. I never was confident running fast technical downhill terrain in these shoes. I even rolled an ankle a few times with these. So I mostly designate these shoes for running dry desert trails and never really opt to wear them on mountainous terrain because of the super tall stack height. I know other runners that are super fast and can run technical terrain in shoes like these, but I just personally never felt confident with these and was mostly scared about rolling an ankle. That wraps up my review of the Salomon Sense Pro 2s, La Sportiva Bushidos and Mutants, and the Hoka 1-1 Challenger ATRs. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you decide what type of trail running shoes to pick. If you like this video, please subscribe to my page for more gear reviews and race reports.